Hey everybody, it's Denny. The YouTube of my barrier wall for the hopefully not impending flooding, but it's looking like it might happen. Someone is tuning up their boat, as the sound you hear in the background there. We're going to do 2 walkarounds. This is my front driveway. Cars, truck, boat for sale, boathouse, asphalt driveway area, steps to the front house. We'll get back to that. More sandbags on the driveway. The boat turned off. The wall is made out of 1/2-inch ground contact CDX plywood. I use 1x4 where I join the planks together, and those 1x4s are driven into the ground about 6 inches. Everything is screwed in from the plywood side into the wood. The top of the wood has it's just a batten. It's screwed to the top of the plywood, and then another batten screwed on top of that to make a corner. And of course all the joints are separated. I did use silicone and silicone the 1x4 to the plywood. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Truthfully, I have no idea if this is really going to work, but I have to say it looks kind of formidable. The plywood is sunk down into the ground anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, basically 2 to 4 inches. So that goes across the whole front of my house. And then we go back towards the canal. It gets pretty deep over here. This wall, well, I'm standing next to the wall. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't, but you can see it comes pretty high up my leg. Halfway between my knee and my hip right there. There were some gas lines running through here, so I had to be careful where I put my stakes out here. But this wall, this was the first wall I built. This is where I had the most trouble. You can see there's already water here. This is just groundwater. Yeah, right. So the ground contact plywood, I hope it holds up. It may have to last a couple of years. My construction is pretty much the same all the way throughout. This wall, by the way, is right on my property line, or approximately right on my property line. Those sandbags are like a continuation, but yeah, there's my property line between the house there. It's weird how it goes on an angle, but it does. That little wallop you can see in the wall out there is where there was gas lines running, and I couldn't put stakes in. This hose right here is a hose going back. That's my pump for my one well. We'll probably see that. This is across the back of the house, my back deck, this area here. It goes from pretty deep right here, and then starts to go uphill. I know that the uphill doesn't show up very good on a camera, but you can see I'm only one sandbag high there, and I'm, well, a bunch high over there. So this wall goes along this way. I had to make, I didn't have to, but I made some steps from the deck, a little hand post thing, and some more steps, and we have a walkway going out to where, because this was all water last summer. I mean, this was, or soggy, just mostly soggy and water. So this was my access to my boat last summer, and probably will be again this summer. Carrie and I love sitting out here, even though the yard was flooded. So anyway, that's the ramp out to the boat well, and then I had to make a little walkway, a little step down again, and a handrail thing there to help people get along right here through this section, because this is where you go into the boathouse. Where the hot tub is in there. So this wall continues around the boathouse. See, the boathouse is sitting on the seawall, and the water went over the seawall a good couple inches last year. So anyway, so we're working our way around. Here's the boathouse, right? Oh, sorry. And our wall coming up the side here, of course, across the back of the house. I hope I'm not going too slow for you. Here's the boats in the boathouse. Chris crashed. She's ready to go. I was talking to Caroline today about pulling the beams and going for a boat ride on the first nice day, but I got to clean up some stuff first. But yeah, she's Chris crashed. The old boat is ready to go. She would love to go out in this weather. The new old boat, I need to wash the bottom on her and sand and paint the bottom. And my new MC plaques on there, they're now historical watercraft. But anyway, the kayak for emergency purposes, of course. Anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, so, oh yeah, in the Sea Ray. So this wall comes up the side of the house back up towards the driveway. Yeah, more of the same. Just more of the same is all. But we're walking around, right? So, and here we are back up to the driveway. How many feet do you ask? I have no idea. Anyway, the new steps and the fancy deluxe handrail I installed here for everybody. And then if you want, well, yeah, you can go around the inside for the front area here. We're just walking in between the sandbags and the railings. You can look at the front side of the wall. Now, I don't have any sandbags on the inside of the wall here yet, but I think I may have before I'm done with this. Oh, still working a little bit, putting stuff away over here, but you know, I've got some sandbags in. That's that really deep area right there. So yeah, that's across the front on the inside view. Nice and clean. I got enough room I can get the lawnmower in there, which is nice. Last year I couldn't get the lawnmower in between the sandbags. Now this is a tight area here, but you can see all the sandbags along here too. The dirt path here, that's where the sandbags used to be. And again, this barrier wall here is built on the property line. And this is my my well where I'm currently pumping from. It's a 2-inch pump, electric. It seems to work pretty good. all the way out to the corner. And again, that plywood is buried a couple inches into the ground, every bit of a couple inches. Here we are back in the deck area of the house. Carrie and I sat out here yesterday and had a cocktail. My wood pile. And again, you can see where the sandbags used to be, but they're not going to be in here anymore. I've got to clean this up a little bit more yet. This right here is where my well was last summer. It may be again, but that right there is the pump running from under my house. I don't know if I showed you that in the boathouse when we were looking at the Chris crab, but here we are back up the sidewall. Up to the driveway, and from here then we just come up to the house this way, up to the deck. Okay, I know it's all used stuff, you guys know me. Okay, later, bye.